Hello everyone. In this lecture I am going to discuss about Simple Queue Service, SQS. It is one of the most important and old service of Amazon. You will have few theoretical questions from this topic. Lab part is not required for your associate exam. So we are going to just have a theoretical discussion about SQS in this course module. Amazon SQS is a fast, reliable and fully managed web service that gives you access to a message queue that can be used to store messages while waiting for a computer to process them. Let me take an example so that you can easily understand the concept of SQS. Suppose there is a bank, and we know that in a bank we have different counters such as help desk, cashier counter, loan department counter, manager, senior manager. Like this way different counters we have in a bank to manage the services. And a lot of customers, they are coming to the bank for their queries. Suppose we have 50 customers, and those 50 customers, they want to withdraw some money from their account. So they have to go to the cashier counter. First they have to fill the form, and in the form they have to provide all the information like account number and how much amount they want to withdraw from their account. And once they will fill the form, they have to go to the cashier counter. Suppose all the 50 customers, they have come to the cashier counter and asked to the cashier to respond. So here the cashier can respond one customer at a time. If all the 50 customers, if they ask them to respond at the same time, so would your cashier able to respond all the 50 customers at the same time? Obviously no. The customers has to come in a queue one by one, and the cashier has to respond each customer one by one. He has to he or she has to look the form very thoroughly. He has to look for the account number, the amount of the amount the user wants to withdraw, each and everything. He has to tell you the signature, account number, a lot of things are there, and then the cashier has to give the money to the customer. So like this way the Amazon SQS works. So using SQS, you can send, store, receive messages between software components at any volume without losing messages or requiring other services to be available. A queue is a temporary repository for messages that are waiting to be processed. Let me try to explain the concept of SQS from this diagram. First of all, let me tell you what exactly I want to do from this picture. I have a website, and a lot of end users, they are using my website to put their files, their videos, they're uploading their documents into my website. And once they have uploaded their files from the website, and we have configured one S3 bucket. So in actual, they are uploading all the files in the S3 bucket. But I have one more requirement. My requirement is that whatever the files they have put into my website, the final format should be some different. Suppose an end user has put a file that is pic.bmp, which has come to my website, and from the website it has uploaded all those files directly into the S3 bucket. But final requirement, I want whatever the files the users had put into my website, the final format should be .gpg if it is a file. If it is a video, the final format of the video would be .mp4. This is my requirement. Now let's understand where Amazon SQS comes into the picture. So here you can see these are my end users, and there are a number of users we have, and they are using my website, and this is my EC2 instance where we have configured the website. My website is running here. And I've also configured auto scaling. If the request is coming to my website has been increased tremendously, so I've also configured auto scaling. With the help of auto scaling, the number of servers would be increased so that the request would be distributed among the servers. So that is one thing. Second thing, now the user is putting their files into my website, and from the website it is going to put the files in the S3 bucket. Here you can see pic.bmp, it is going to my S3 bucket. avc.avi, it is going to my S3 bucket. So immediately what happened here, once the user is putting their file, a message is going to my SQS. I've also configured the SQS here. So as soon as a user is going to put a file, immediately a message is generated from this EC2 instance, and a message is going to this SQS. In the message, they have mentioned each and everything, like the name of the user, the file name, the format, the time, the size, each and everything is going to this SQS. Suppose there are 100 users or 1000 users, and they are putting their files time to time. So immediately this EC2 instance, this website is sending one message to SQS as well. Here SQS, they are maintaining one queue. In the queue they have all the information about all the users, whatever the files they have uploaded with their format, their size, their time, right? So they have one queue. In the queue they have, suppose that 100 users they have uploaded the files, so they have, in this is SQS, they have the information of all the 100 users with their name, with the file name, their format, whatever, right? I do have configured one more EC2 instance. Here this EC2 instance is going to read from this SQS. My first EC2 instance is sending a message to the SQS. My second EC2 instance is going to read from SQS. It is reading that messages which is in the queue, one by one it is reading, and then it is going to act. So what it is going to act, I have configured in the EC2 instance some transcoder. It is going to pick the file. Here you can see that it has picked the file, it has read from the SQS. First one, like this user, it has got the information, it has picked the file, this one, pic.bmp, and then with the help of some transcoder, it has changed its format into .jpg and put into some different S3 bucket. Here you can see that this one, and then it comes to the next message, that is for the avc.avi. It has picked that video, and with the help of this some transcoder, it has converted the format of this video from .avi to mp4, and it is maintaining all the files and videos in some different S3 bucket. And also you can see here it is maintaining, it is creating one DynamoDB as well. In the DynamoDB you can see that it is also maintaining a database. In the database it has all the information, like this is a user who has initially put a file in the format of abc.avi, and that was the size of that file. Initially it was in this S3 bucket, and then with the help of this EC2 instance, it has been its format has been changed, and final format is this abc.mp4, and its size is this one, and the time is this one. All the information it is maintaining here. Now suppose after that I want to do some more action. So here I can configure one more SQS. So from this EC2 instance, a further message is going to send to my another SQS, and I have configured one more EC2 instance which is talking to this, which is taking message from this SQS and take the action whatever we have mentioned. So friends, with this diagram I believe you got an idea about how SQS works. So that's all for this lecture. We'll see you in the next lecture. Bye bye.